An Argentine court has found two former dictators guilty of systematically stealing babies from political prisoners. Jorge Videla had been sentenced to 50 years in jail, Reinaldo Benoni to 15 years. At least 400 babies are thought to have been taken from their parents while they were being held in detention centres during military rule from 1976 to 1983.
Jorge Rafael Videla is condemned for being the legally responsible perpetrator of crimes of kidnapping, retaining and hiding a minor less than 10 years of age to 50 years in prison.
The court convicted Jorge Videla and his successor Reinaldo Benoni for overseeing the systematic abduction of babies. The regime took pregnant mothers, allegedly hostile to the dictatorship, to torture centers, took their babies away and placed them in families close to the regime. Many of the mothers were killed. It took the families years to find their lost children.
Celebrations outside this courtroom in Buenos Aires. 50 years in prison for Jorge Videla. This time, he was on trial for the abduction of 35 babies, born to women held in captivity accused of being guerrillas. Those women were later executed.
This day shows there was a systematic plan in place to steal the babies away from their mothers, and this is something that distinguishes Argentina's dictatorship from other countries in the region.
For many, this trial is historical, as it's the first time that the leadership of the dictatorship is found guilty of putting together a systematic plan which entailed stealing babies from so-called political prisoners and giving them to close allies of the government.
Human rights activists were delighted with the verdict. This is justice. It came. Let's remember we started this in 1996. At that time we didn't know if we were going to get this moment or not. We couldn't have foreseen this. And I think it's very healing for society. The Grandmothers Group was set up to find the children stolen from prisoners, many in torture centres, between 1976 and 1983. They've so far identified 102 illegally adopted children, but think there could be hundreds more who have yet to discover their true identities.